Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SRNE. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. This one was just pure craziness today. To think that at the start of the day, the price actually gapped up, price ran up there, had a pullback, which wasn't the best pullback, but it certainly was still within reason. And then this afternoon, just absolutely the wheels fell off the bus and down it went. So a very interesting setup now going forward. And I say interesting, and this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while. But if you have traded for a while, I'm sure you've seen stocks like this that really get absolutely beat down. And then, by no means is it a guarantee, but it's also not shocking to see, snapback type reactions, dead cat bounces, whatever you want to call them, where there can be some very profitable bounces. So that's what I want to focus on, is seeing if this, price movement can level out and then, create some sort of, jump back to the upside. Now, if it does stabilize out and starts to work its way back upwards, very, very important level of resistance that the price is going to have to push back above is this $1.90 mark. And the reason for that is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken. So let's just first establish the fact that this was indeed a very important, very big level of support back here. So yes, that there's definitely a track record of $1.90 acting as support. But as the rule states, when the levels of support are broken and closed below, so that is where they were broken, they tend to act as resistance. So that is certainly going to be key level to watch going forward, $1.90. And this is not some sort of great discovery on my part. I assure you, people that use charts, understand charts, have taken notice of this level and are wondering the same thing. And I bring all that up because when a lot of eyeballs are watching the same area and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can produce some very dynamic price movements, and that's exactly what we have going on here with $1.90. So keep a very close eye on that. And, if the price can break up through there, then there's certainly some room to run, as the next levels of resistance aren't essentially until up around those moving averages, which are currently up, around the $2.20 mark. And when you're talking about, a potentially, 30-cent move on a stock that's right around a couple dollars, those percentages add up very, very quickly. So those would be the two key levels to watch with any sort of, snapback. But the other thing to watch is just what is the price going to do these next few days? Got to wait and see at least some sort of sideways price movement. Now, don't get me wrong, just because it goes sideways doesn't mean that's for sure the bottom. But, you also don't want to be catching falling knives and things like that. So watch that and, and see if these candles can kind of just at least start to go sideways. But if they continue to go straight down, well, obviously at that point, you just need to sit back and wait until the price shows some sort of potential bottoming activity. But definitely a very interesting scenario going forward. So let's see what happens with it. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.